Well, good morning to all my friends out here. Today is Saturday, and it's supposed to be in the 60s today and moderate rain. Looks like it'll be a fairly nice day. Too bad we're all homebound here. But anyway, yesterday I did a video, and I used this simple screen recorder SSR here, and it came out lousy. So I checked all my settings, and I'm not sure why, but I just didn't like the quality. So I was trying other screen recorders, and I came across this vocal screening. It's called. It's 3.0.2, and I found I kind of like it. That's what I'm using this morning. So let's see how it comes out. What I like about it is all the settings are just icons. You click on them, and it tells you. It asks you what audio source you want, what video source you want, what resolution you want. And I'm doing a full screen right now at 1920 by 1200. That's the size of my screen. And we'll see how it comes out. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know what I was doing this morning. And I also would like to show you a couple of apps that I got. By the way, this is Ubuntu. The new release came out on the 23rd, 2 days ago, and it is 20.04, and I really like it. It comes with the Gnome desktop, and that's the one I like using. A lot of people, they're sold on Gnome too, and that's why they like Mint release of Linux and other ones that are that way. But me, I like the Gnome. I like it because of the launcher. I got all my icons down here, and I just like the way it works. If I click on here, I can get to all my apps on my computer. Very simple. If I hit the Windows key, I get what's running at this time. I've got my browser and, of course, Zoom, and also my screen recorder going right now. And those are just a couple points that I like. Then, on some of the apps that I use, of course, I use Zoom, and it works great. Right now, I won't show you how Zoom works because I've got my little camera running here, and it would conflict. It will say another app is using your camera. So, well, let's try it once. Let's see what it does. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Let's try it. Okay. Nope, see? You are using the computer audio. Okay. Already, they got my camera shut off. Let me turn it on. See, it won't let me turn it on because this other app is using it. Okay, well, I figured that's what would happen, so. Alrighty, now another thing I like is a program. It's called Boxes. Here it is right here. And what Boxes is, it's like a virtual machine, a virtual box, where you can run other operating systems within an operating system. For example, a virtual machine. Just got to look for an ISO file, and I downloaded all these ISO files here. I'm going to have to clean them up. It's taking up a lot of my hard drive. But anyway, I downloaded one yesterday. Let me see if I can find which one it is. So we got Linux Mint. That's not it. Okay, Zorin OS 64-bit. That's the one it was. The last one. I'm going to leave all the defaults. I usually kick this up to 4 gig. Maybe I should do it. Hang on. Let me just customize it here. It'll only take a second. I'll move this up to take up 4 gig, and maybe give this 30 gig of hard drive and go ahead and create it. What it'll basically do, it's just like if you were putting a USB stick in your computer or a CD that had an operating system on it, and it would load that operating system. Okay, so it's getting ready to boot Zorin. Just takes a minute here to boot up. Okay, let's just try it without installing it. I could go through the install and then leave it permanent, but I'm just testing it, so I'm just going to boot into the live image file here. Okay, there it is. It's up and running. Probably their menu. Yeah, they got games. If I click on games, it tells you the games that are installed. Graphics, these are the graphics programs that are installed. The settings. Okay, this allows me, and this looks a lot like Gnome. In fact, it's probably based on Gnome. Like this is the power. I could set my screen to shut off in 5 minutes if it's inactive or whatever. My network settings, I'm connected right now on 100 meg bits per second. And actually I'm running at 200, so if I did a screen test or a speed test, I mean. Oh, anyway, that's an operating system running within an operating system. Okay, let's bail out of here. Power off. Power off. Okay, now I could leave this on here, but it would be taking up my memory, so I'm not going to leave it on. I'll delete it. But that's this program called Boxes, so I can test other operating systems, and I really, really like it. Another feature I like about Gnome is the fact that I have what they call extensions. And extensions are all these things you see running on the top here. For example, right now, this tells me all the information about what's happening with my computer. These are all the processes that are running. This is the resources I'm using. And it will show me in a graph what I'm using. This is my CPU, my memory, and my network history. If I was uploading, downloading. Surprisingly, how computers are so integrated with the network now, with the internet. Okay, and now, for example, these are all my little icons and stuff. Like I used a clown and these are all the ones that I got available to me, and I can use these in my posts when I post on Twitter or YouTube or on Facebook or whatever. Okay, I want to show you how to install an extension in Gnome. I have to go to my browser, and I have to go to a website. It's called Gnome Extensions. There it is right there. Gnome Shell Extensions. And these are the extensions. Now, let me just go back to the tweaks. And I'm going to close this off for a minute. I'm going to install Caffeine. I don't use it, but I'm going to install it just to show you. It's off right now. If I turn the switch on, it allows me to install it. And just like that, it's installed. So now I have Caffeine on my computer. And you see this little coffee cup here? That's Caffeine. Its auto-suspend screensaver is disabled right now. Okay. Now if I click on my tweaks again and go to my extensions, you'll see Caffeine in here. I can turn it on and off. I can go to the settings, and I can choose what settings I want. And most of your extensions are this way, where you can have the settings and you can change them at whatever you want to do. Okay, let's close this off. Now I'm going to show you how I can uninstall an extension if I'm not using it. I just go back to Caffeine. I can turn it off and on right from here, the same as I did on the other switch. But now I have the option to uninstall it. Okay, it's uninstalled. It's gone. Okay, let me just minimize this, and we'll go back to the tweaks, and we'll take a look at extensions, and we'll see that it's gone. It's not there anymore. Yeah, there's other things I use. Like this morning, I posted a screen, and I could actually use a tool. It's I can select an area, or I can do a window, or I can do my whole desktop. But there's even a simpler way. I just hit the print screen button on my computer. It's right next to the F12 key, and it prints the screen. Saves it to a file, and I just upload the file like I did this morning to Facebook. So anyway, that's two features that I like, and I just like all the software that runs on it, and I just hope you enjoyed this little demo of using Linux and how simple it is. In fact, I believe it's even simpler than using Windows. And like I said, it's amazing how far we've come with operating systems. I'm an ex-IT guy, retired, and we used Windows. And to be honest with you, I dislike Windows very much. Linux is so much more solider, and it's more user-friendly than Windows is, and it's very easy to find things. If I want to change any of my settings, bingo, just like that, I'm in all my settings, and I can change whatever I want to save. And two, if I want to change my desktop, my display settings, I go right to display settings. It's just amazing. Change my background. These are all the backgrounds I got. I can either choose from a picture or from backgrounds. But I leave it so it automatically, I'm running a program called Bing. That's this program right here. And it automatically goes out every day and gets me a new wallpaper. So I kind of like it. With that said, I'm going to end this recording and stop it, and I hope you enjoyed it.